with pushing our cuticles back with our cuticle pusher. And then optionally, you can cut your cuticles if you'd like. Some people choose not to, some people do. I personally do because I feel like it gives the nails a much cleaner look, but it is all up to you. Now I'm taking my cuticle bit on my e-file on a low to medium setting, and I'm just going around my nail bed again, getting into the cuticle area to get any dead skin I may have missed. And if you don't have an e-file yet, that's alright. What I would recommend doing is getting a smaller hand file and getting into the cuticle area of your nail as best as you can. Taking my e-file again and my medium coarse bit, and I'm going to go over my nail very lightly to remove the shine, and I'm also going to take that into my side walls again to get any dead skin I may have missed. And again, if you don't have an e-file, using a hand file will work just as well, but I would recommend investing in an e-file later on down the line because it does cut down on time that you would use with a hand file. Now I'm taking my nail glue and gluing on these pre-shaped tips. I got them from Amazon. You can do whatever length or shape you personally prefer. I like my nails very long, as you can see, and I like stiletto, so I just figured buying pre-shaped tips would be a lot easier than cutting and filing for a very long time. I'm then going to take my glue and apply a little bit over where my nail tip is meeting my natural nail. Then I'm taking my No Lift Nails primer and I'm going to prime all of my nails. Alright, now I'm taking my Nail Supply Glamour acrylic in the color 16, my Mia Secret Pink acrylic, and my ASP dip powder in the color Rose Petal Pink. So dipping my brush into my monomer, I'm going to wipe the excess off the back of my brush and lightly drag my brush across the surface of my acrylic powder and then apply it to the lower third of my nail, gently bringing the product down. Now throughout the application, I'm going to wipe my brush off, and that is to prevent getting any excess liquid into the acrylic powder, and I'm gently brushing the acrylic upwards to help with the ombre. I'm going to put another bead of my purple onto my nail. I'm doing this to build up the color opacity and to make a more structured nail. I feel like a lot of people who got their nails done traditionally have got flatter nails, and I've learned recently that you have to build a nail for it to last longer, especially with those who wear longer nails like myself. You need a structured nail to have them last for a long time. So if they're a little bit thicker than traditionally, don't worry about it because it's okay. Alright, dipping into my pink powder, I'm going to wipe off that excess monomer on my paper towel, apply it on the middle of my nail, and very lightly bring it down to start creating my ombre. Now I'm going to take another bead of my pink, a smaller one this time, wipe off that excess, and I'm going to apply it to my cuticle, not quite touching it, but a little bit underneath, because you don't want the product to run into your cuticle area, because it will be hard to remove once it's on your skin. Alright, and this final pink bead is going to go on the upper third of my nail, or my apex. And basically what the apex is where you need the most support in your nail, especially with longer nails, because it will help aid in helping your nail survive if you hit it on something, or if you lift heavy things. Now going into my Mia Secret Pink, I'm going to encapsulate or cap my nails. And people typically do this with clear, but I chose this little baby pink because I felt like it helped with the ombre, and it gave my nails a more like kawaii pastel type of look. Now I'm just repeating these same steps on my 2 remaining nails. And a tip for acrylic application I would give y'all is to use a very light hand. As you can see, I'm barely putting any pressure onto my brush. And the reason for this is if you use a light hand, it helps the product just move by itself in a way, and you won't disrupt it by putting too much pressure onto it. Alright, application's all done. That's how the girls are looking. Now I'm going to take my hand file and just make my nails a bit sharper towards the ends. Just my personal preference for my nails. I'm going to take my file underneath to remove that product on the side walls and on top to smooth out any dents or lumps that I may have. I'm taking my e-file again in this medium sanding bit, going around my cuticle and going up and down my nail to make sure it's a smooth gradient. And again, if you don't have an e-file, you can always use a regular hand file for this step too. If you look at my nail from the side here, you can see what I was saying about an apex. Basically how it's a transition from kind of like a higher altitude to a very low slope is the goal for your acrylic application. Alright, I dusted and washed my nails off with water. You can stop here and add top coat if you'd like, but I'm just really freestyling some jewel placement here, so you can really do whatever you want, girl, or boy, or they, or them. To put the jewels on, I use IBD gel resin, and if you don't have that, you can just use regular nail glue. Now I'm taking my IBD top coat and just look at the material. Do y'all see that? Y'all see it? Alright, I got the girls top coated and I'm going to put them in my light for 2 minutes.
I have the mind of a I have the mind of a mastermind. What's that? I don't know, but I'm so creative like that.
Alright y'all, this is the final look. I love them. I hope y'all do too. And y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Bye.